There's too many people out here talking and talking and talking. And I know I talk a lot, but I work triple times as much. And I don't even like to talk that much. So the fact that I'm talking is actually me working on something that I don't really like to do, because it's selfish for me to not talk to y'all when I know I'm living this beautiful process that saved my motherfucking life. Whatever you why your world is yours, it's really like that. So many of these motherfuckers just love to fucking talk. But at the end of the day, you have to recognize one fucking thing. Why are you having debates? Why are you attempting to get into conversation? Why are you attempting to get into back and forth with people who are obviously demonstrating that they are totally crushing it in any given area that you feel like you want to have a contentious debate about? There is nothing to fucking talk about. You can look at a person's muscle, you can look at a person's lifestyle, you can look at a person's circumstance, and you can tell exactly who the fuck is doing what and who the fuck is crushing what and who fucking sucks, right? So whatever you are, your world is yours. We're at the point where you cannot convince a stupid motherfucker to be smart. We're not trying to convince dummies to do smart shit. We're literally being examples for those who are intelligent but are in the corners, fucking submerged around a bunch of dummies who need the clarity to then now follow the path of self-reassurance through habitual action and integrated elevation and evolution of a very clear fucking path. Do you understand how that works? I'm going to bring it back for y'all. We're not here to convince dumb motherfuckers to be smart. What we're doing is being examples for those who are already intelligent, who are living that life that they know they don't want to live, but don't have the example, don't have the outward reflection, don't have a clear direction, don't have the clarity, and need to see that person who's gonna be like, you know what, give me the fucking blueprint, let me run that shit. Because y'all think I'm out here doing this shit by myself. No, I've had plenty of inspirations. 𝙁𝙄𝙀𝙊𝙀 the bass guy being one of them. You feel me? Shouts out to Islam Rip Right. Shouts out to GP. Shouts out to Watson. Shouts out to every fucking body. I don't give a fuck. It's really like that. You feel me? You have to look at life and then realize there are people who are obviously fucking demolishing certain areas. And if you are inspired by anything, that's the thing, right? Envy and hate are inspiration in the negative direction. If you're just inspired like, whoa, bro, that's really fucking cool, bro. Can you teach me how to do that? That's the child in me. The child in me sees a motherfucker doing some cool shit, riding a cool whip with fucking muscles or money or with a whole bunch of hot chicks and shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, fuck, dude, what the fuck are you doing that I'm not doing? And a real motherfucker is gonna put you on, because there are suckers in this world who will have all of these things and try to keep that shit away from you. You feel me? They won't try to put you on. Like I tell people all the time, like, I'm at the point where my soul is free. My soul is free from holding it back from being great, because every day for the past almost 3 years, I have literally given the invitation, shown people the path, and been everything that I needed to be. And now it's starting to manifest in real fucking clear contrasting ways. And they didn't want to do the work. So I'm not going to feel guilty for becoming everything that I want to become, because I'm willing to do the work in a world full of people who just don't want to do the fucking work, right? So whatever you are, your world is yours. I tried to invite everybody. Everybody else is not going to invite you on their journey and their ascension and their acceleration towards evolution and success. I invited everybody. So now I don't feel guilty. Like I said, there are people in this world who will be swagging and not help you. But then there are people like myself, when they're swagging and you see them fucking crushing it in a certain area, you don't get into debacles. You don't get into conversations. You don't try to debate. Shut the fuck up and look at your life. Shut the fuck up and look at their life. They don't have to talk to you. I don't have to talk to you. Certain people didn't have to talk to me, right? They didn't have to put me on game. You feel me? So for me to enter a conversation with a motherfucker who's actually crushing it, I'm talking about financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, anything. They're crushing it in any area of life, any subjective domain and of discipline, any discipline, right? Because every subject in school is a discipline, right? Psychology is a discipline. Finance is a discipline. Discipline is a discipline. You feel me? So if a motherfucker is showing you exceptional discipline in a given discipline, and you are showing the world that you are lacking exceptionally in that discipline, then it is very wise to shut the fuck up, take advice from people who are crushing shit, and learn how to evolve. But like I said, envy and hate are inspiration in a negative direction. So a lot of people actually default to choosing, and they block their blessings with those emotions, with envy, hate, and jealousy. You feel me? Because you're inspired, obviously, right? Because when you see me, you feel something. If you didn't feel anything, if you didn't notice me, then that will be it. But you obviously are acute to something in your environment, something that I possess, right? Now, you can either ask me directly how to do the thing, right? And that's what I'll provide you through service, right? Or you can sit in the corner and hate. So also, not only do people simply fucking get inspired in a negative direction by envy or hate, but instead of investigating, they just continue hating. Do you understand how that shit works? That shit blows my fucking mind. Like I said, the child in me never had that in him. It was like, oh my God, look at that, shit's cool. Like, dude's driving in a fucking McLaren. Dude's driving, got fucking muscles. Dude's doing muscle ups and doing 360s and doing front levers, and it's just swag, bro. Like, motherfuckers got bitches. Motherfuckers is riding in you know what I'm saying, like, on stage, bro. You feel me? You want to be in the fucking stands. You want to be a fucking fan. I never had fan mentality. I was like, I'm going to be the man in my own world mentality. You feel me? And that's how you really level up in this life. And I know a bunch of rappers out there, bro. I know a bunch of you fucking rappers. I know a bunch of people go to the gym, just like people go to the gym. There's as many rappers in the world as people who go to the gym. But who the fuck gets results, right? Who actually gets the fucking result? That's real life, you feel me? Like, there's so many dummies out here. Listen, bottom line shit, you have to see yourself as, I'm not telling you to be a fan. I hate people who are fans. Don't be a fucking fan. I'm inviting you to get in the game, step your game up, and level your shit up, because your world is yours. And so that you can be in your own life swagging your shit up. But if you're going to sit on the sidelines as a grown man, as a grown woman, as a fan, I was never like, even I was rapping, right? That's how I ended up on stage with my favorite rapper, because I never identified as a fucking fan. Why the fuck am I in a sea of a bunch of average individuals who are just getting lost in feelings, right? When, motherfucker, that's what I'm inspired by. I want to be a fucking rap. I want to be on stage. So how the fuck do I do that, right? You actually start to lean in. So I reach out to people, and you don't see people as not people. It's going to be weird for a lot of you at first. And a lot of you are going to see me as like some celebrity and some distant thing. But it's like, I'm a human, right? I'm a human just like you. And once you break that barrier between celebrity and whatever that perception is, and all these different levels of disassociation that you create, you then realize people are human, right? So the first time I met 𝐿 I was like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. Second time was crazy. You know, every time I met anybody, like I met Rip Right, I met NDO Champ, right? I met all of these people, Wallow267. I don't fan out. You people be fanning out. And then on top of that, y'all have dreams and visions, and y'all are just afraid to ask for mentorship, right? So then there's also people in this world who say shit like, you know, if people really fuck with you, they'll help you. It's like, motherfucker, do you fuck with you? Do you fuck with you enough to help yourself? Do you fuck with you enough to invest in yourself by any means? A lot of motherfuckers in this world just want the handout, but you have to recognize that it's the character development in the being and the becoming of that which you actually respect, which actually maintains and stratifies once you get there. Because if I gave a lot of you fat motherfuckers these muscles, you would lose it in an instant, because who you are as a character is not in alignment, because if it was, you would have the muscles, right? So the behaviors and systems and way of thinking that you do have, and the way that you've trained yourself up until now, if I gave you the muscles, you'd turn this shit into fat slop and bullshit real quick. If I gave you $1 billion, you'd spend that shit and probably hurt yourself and others in fucking massive scale ways, because you already hurt yourself and others with very petty amounts of money. You don't even fucking see that shit. So whatever you are, your world is yours. You have to recognize you have to be willing to fucking invest in yourself. Like, stop asking for handouts. Stop asking for the free ride, because the free ride is never going to be what you think it is. You're going to get there and you're going to be fucked, because you're not who you need to be there. Everywhere that I go now, because I decided to earn everything off of my own merit, I paid my dues. I'm like, whoever needs, like, if I see somebody that's swagging and I know that their time is valuable, because I know my time is valuable, what I do is say, hey, bro, how much is it for a to talk, to put me on game? I need to know how to do this. A A lot of y'all are stuck on not being able to spend money, but y'all spend money on dumb shit. This is why you're poor. Whatever you why your world is yours, I'm on that prosperity shit. I'm on that I'm not a fan shit. I'm on that become what I'm inspired to become shit. If I see it outside of myself and I'm inspired by it, I don't hate, I investigate. If I see somebody is crushing it in an area, I don't fucking talk because that wastes both of our time. And basically that blocks my fucking blessings because you're fucking talking to a person who could be talking and you're stopping them from talking and giving you the information that you don't have that they obviously have and giving you the methods that they have that you don't have because you want to fucking talk. You are not right. You don't talk here. That's what Big Bro said to me one time. Bro said, you don't shut the fuck up. You don't talk. You don't talk. I was like, all right. And it's really like that. Whatever you why your world is yours. You have to really be on some receptive to lifestyle shit. You feel me? Like, I just know that I'm not going to be a bum. I know that I'm inspired to have muscles. I know that I'm inspired to fucking basically be borderline Hugh Hefner type shit. You feel me? I'm not a misogynist. I don't fucking condone unconsensual behavior. I just know I like ladies. I'm a ladies man. I like Sheikhy Chic. You feel me? So I like muscles. I like money. I like discipline. I like being sober. You feel me? And I just like swagging. This is my personal life, you know, and a lot of y'all are attracted to the same shit. So at the end of the day, y'all just be lying to yourselves and suppressing yourselves and denying yourselves the reality because you want to live like a fan on a Saturday and Sunday and then go the rest of your life and choose to not live the life that you're being instructed and inspired to live by, right? It's really like that. Whatever why your world is yours, become everything that you're supposed to be. Become everything that you're inspired to become. And then in the final analysis, you become your greatest source of inspiration. That's where I'm at. I'm like, oh shit, my life is about becoming as inspirational to myself as possible. Now you have to ask yourself, are you as inspirational to you? Are you really an inspiration to yourself, or are you really one big depressing suggestion to yourself? When you think about yourself, are you inspired or are you depressed? That's why you have to get in alignment. And once you get in alignment by curing your thoughts, then getting into the right actions, and then actually getting the results and materializing results that you are actually inspired by, because you know what you like, right? And you know what you want, but why aren't you in alignment, right? So then you become inspired by the person that you are. You look in the mirror every day and it's like, it's getting better, it's getting better, it's getting better. I'm inspired by you. Damn, you're inspiring. And you look at yourself as the greatest source of inspiration instead of greatest source of desperation. Whatever why your world is yours. Click the link, mindset coaching. Stop listening to people who don't have fucking results. Stop listening to people who are not crushing it in an area that you want to be crushing it in. And stop talking back. Stop trying to get into debates with people who obviously are destroying it so hard that they don't even have to speak about it. Their being speaks for themselves. Circumstances speak for themselves. There's no argument to be made. There's no argument that can be accepted. It is what it is before we even speak about it, right? So stop doing that shit and start really being able to receive the love and the nurturing and the information and the teachings and the wisdom from people who have gone through it, instead of trying to fucking wander yourself across the Sahara without a fucking map. You motherfuckers is gonna die of thirst before that shit happen. Whatever you are, your world is yours. There's people who have crossed the Sahara already. You feel me? Go get the fucking map before you go out there and die of thirst like a dickhead. It's really like that. Consider vibrations raised. Evolution, only solution. Self-mastery, only success. Discipline is the only fucking freedom.